Oh, hello there. Welcome to another episode of Eat, Smoke, Drink. Today, I am reviewing the Malts Royal Lochnagar. 24 years, 1972 distilled, bottled in 1997. 24 years old. Look, you've probably seen a theme by now. I am obsessed with the rare malts. My goal is to actually review as many of them as I can and deplete my entire country of the rare malts supply. That's my goal. Royal Lochnagar, one of the most underrated whiskies. They don't do many distillery bottlings. I don't even remember seeing them at all. They do the Game of Thrones Royal Lochnagar, which actually isn't bad, but you know, they do a couple of distillery bottles, I think 12 and 15 or something like that, in special releases. But Royal Lochnagar is one of the few whiskey distilleries still in existence that use worm tubs because worm tubs are awesome. So they have that heft, they have the heaviness, they have that, yeah, amazeballs. Anyway, let's get nosing, let's get tasting. If you don't know what a Royal Lochnagar is, then give it a Google. I'm not here to explain it too much because, you know, otherwise it just gets boring for, you know, some people. But let's get nosing and then let's get sipping. Oh, faint hint of distant smoke, sooty smoke, minerality. That could also be the old bottle effect, 20 years in the bottle. It could also be that. Minerality, stones, hot stones in the summer's day. Oh, lemon rind, definitely lemon rind. A faint hint of ginger, strong menthol smell. Let me just cut through that. Very floral. Honeysuckle, definitely honeysuckle. A hint of roses. Like a hot toddy with just a little bit of spice. I'm getting mint leaves, peppermint, unripe kiwi, pine needles, and quite a prominent wood influence on this beast. It is 55.7%. I'm excited. I am slightly aroused just nosing it. Okay, I lie. Very much aroused. Very much. Let's get sipping. It's my catchphrase. I gotta do my catchphrase and stuff. Oh wow, what a mouthful. I love rare malts expressions. It's like someone takes your tongue and grabs it and goes, "Ah," or puts their fist in your mouth and like slaps your tonsils a little. It's like such a robust whiskey. There's no holding back. There's no compromise. It's just, here you go, take it or leave it. If you don't like it, up yours. I love that. It doesn't pander to the mass market where it needs to be smooth or whatever. I love that. And look, don't get me wrong, I love smooth whiskies as well, and I've reviewed smooth whiskies before, but this is just far from smooth, but so interesting and delicious. It's a weird savoriness to it, almost like a prosciutto, which is strange in itself. Slightly meaty, irony, coppery. The finish is just so long, it just won't leave my mouth. I'm still salivating from it. 55%, it's actually a perfect ABV in my opinion. There's no need to water this down. Absolutely delicious. It's honey it's a honeysuckle, it's fruit paste, it's flower paste, but man, the menthol and the mint influence in this is just phenomenal. It's minty. It tastes like an eclipse mint, you know, like when you take like a mint. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's got a metallic-y aftertaste and a soot smoke, and I love that. It's fantastic. It's got a thick resin. When you sip it again, it's got a resin. Definitely the pine needle, unripe kiwi, that slight astringency, very slight astringency, like the makes your mouth want to go, ooh. What an experience. So I'm just reveling in the experience of this bottling. It's just, you just got to do it sometimes. The candied ginger is starting to come through. It's got a heat, menthol, candied ginger. You know what? It's got a little bit of a strange sensation, like a sourdough bread almost. Like a sourdough bread. I can't explain it, but like a sourdough bread. And I'm getting a bit of a... I'm trying to get a fruit. I'm trying to... Let me just second this sip, and then I'll tell you the kind of fruit that I'm getting on the palate. Green apple and pear. A green pear. Not an overly ripe, but a crunchy Peckham pear with a Granny Smith apple. You merge that together. So you take the pear and you take the apple, and they mate, and they make a baby called a papple, and then you get that flavor. Yeah, papple. I made that up. Science. Yeah, it's like pears and apples mating. Oh wow, absolutely phenomenal. The finish is long. The finish is long. It's everlasting. I mean, it's just still haunting my mouth in the best possible way. It's fantastic. It's got minerality, it's got fruit, it's got sweetness, it's got a little savouriness, it's got meatiness, metallic. It is absolutely all over the place in terms of, you know, so much going on in it. Is it a session whiskey? I wouldn't think so. I think 2 drams of this would be great and transition to something else. I'd say have this mid on your session because it is very robust. It'll drown a lot of other things. Cigar pairings. You know what? I think you could go all out on this. You could go to a Maduro or a triple Maduro on this baby, because this is going to outshine that. A sweet oily cigar would be great with this. A Camacho triple Maduro, even a Gerios Maduro by Cohiba would be great. An extremis Robusto by Cohiba would be great as well. That would be fantastic. A dark Maduro Liga Provida would be great as well. Anything oily, anything thick smoke, anything sweetish and smoke wise will be fantastic with it. But it is absolutely delicious. I mean, I might have to steal some of it and before I return it. Thank you, Sammy, for lending me the bottle. Yeah, I might have to steal some more. Delicious. And the tannin is quite light, actually. Very light in tannin. Very light in tannin. The wood influence is, dare I say it, so cliche, but relatively balanced. It's everything else that's really punching in the face. But until next time, make sure you eat, smoke, drink, and tell me about your rare malt experiences and Royal Lochnagar experiences. They do a lot of bottlings that are independently bottled, but well, it's not independently bottled, this is Diageo, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. Tell me what you think. What do you think of Royal Lochnagar, and what do you think of the rare malts Royal Lochnagar? Until next time, cheers.
Yeah.